corners of India. We start the journey in Udaipur in Rajasthan to visit Bagore Ki Haveli and its splendid Mewari architecture from the 18th century, famous for its mirror work. Then we take you on a ride in Gujarat to celebrate the grand Navratri Festival in Ahmedabad. We interviewed the State Tourism Board's Principal Secretary, S J Haider, on his strategy to boost the local economy through a diversified and sustainable tourism. The next stop is Kolkata, the capital of West Bengal, where we met French musician Emmanuel Simon. He studied Bengali percussions for many years and notably Tabla with late Pandit Shankar Ghosh, and will make you experience true world music vibes. We finally head to the Ziro Festival of Music, an annual fest held in the Ziro Valley in Arunachal Pradesh in northeast India. It witnessed delightful participation from music lovers and travelers from all over. In Udaipur, on the waterfront of Bagore Ghat, in the vicinity of Pichola Lake, lies the splendid Mewari architecture of Bagore Ki Haveli. This 18th century building was built by then Prime Minister of Mewar, Amir Chand Badwa. With more than 100 rooms and many courtyards, the Haveli now serves as a museum and is under the supervision of West Zone Cultural Centre.
Basically, this building is almost 300 years old, and when it was handed over to us at that time it was in shambles, and we have restored it and try to preserve its heritage value. This structure is basically epitomize Mewari architecture. It has all those ingredients which you can go and see in the palace. All those things are very much visible here also.
Inside the Haveli, one can see the intricate and fine mirror work which has remained a tradition in Udaipur. Furthermore, it has a live museum depicting the royal courts through puppets and many other attractions like the traditional dance and music performances of Rajasthan in the evening. It was the Grand Navratri Festival in the city of Ahmedabad when officials from the Tourism Board of the Government of Gujarat addressed the media. The State Tourism Board's Principal Secretary, S J Haider, spoke on the fanfare of Navratri Festival in Gujarat and on the elaborate celebrations that the festival draws there.
As the celebrations in Gujarat are concerned, there is a benchmarking actually. All people, howsoever young or old they are, they celebrate Navratri in a way which is unprecedented, unparalleled. And Navratri, the way it is celebrated in Gujarat, has carved a niche for itself all over the world.
The state government is trying to develop tourism in a multifaceted way by introducing ecotourism and also medical, heritage, spiritual, wildlife, adventure and cruise tourism. The Tourism Board's aspirations include components of sustainable development and inclusive growth and an environment-friendly tourism.
Emmanuel Simon is a multifaceted French musician based in Kolkata, where he studied Bengali percussions for many years and notably Tabla with late Pandit Shankar Ghosh. Tabla is still vibrant there, part of everyday life events, not only in its classical form but also mixed with modern influences.
There are still nowadays so many great exponents of Tabla, national figures of Tabla, still living in Kolkata. Whether it's my teacher, late Pandit Shankar Ghosh, you have Anindya Chatterjee, you have Bikram Ghosh, my guru's son, you have Tanmoy Bose, you have Shubhankar Banerjee, which are very great names of Tabla, and still extremely active in both in fusion music, I would say, and in the Indian classical fields.
Having studied Indian music and culture, besides many other forms like Afro-Cuban and Latin music, Emmanuel Simon, who initially trained as a Western classical pianist, knows how different genres actually mix.
Starting from 2012, the Ziro Valley in Arunachal Pradesh has come alive with the Ziro Festival of Music, or ZFM as it is popularly called. This year it was held from the 22nd to the 25th of September. The journey to the Ziro Valley itself spells adventure for campers, backpackers and travelers from across the world looking for an untouched destination for a getaway. With a lineup of artists from around the world, this 4-year-old festival is the perfect chance to explore the magic of India's Northeast.
Rendezvous for our next issue of Colors of India. Follow our news on www.mediaindia.eu. MIG team from Kolkata and New Delhi.